of the rappers, the mission.
Hey, what's going on, gang? It's Murado Music with 3-piece TCG, Pirates TCG, and 2D. We're getting into that Ahri. You guys, if y'all know me, you know I like to play female characters when I can, especially in fighting games. And I'm very partial towards any character who could cosplay as my wife, and Ahri fits the bill. So we're going to be getting into that. Do smash that like button, finger pop that subscribe, turn on the bell, go down in the comments, let me know what am I doing right, what am I doing wrong, what would you be doing differently. So if you read the thumbnail, you see that, well, Pixelborn's going to be gone in a few days, right? And so the question is, does Riftbound, or any TCG for that matter, need a online client? Now, I had a couple of very strong opinions, you know, spirited opinions, and I think that's great, right? In the last video we did with Kaisa, right? And then basically two different people kind of sharing somewhat of the same sentiment, that no, they don't need one at all. One of them was I guess a flesh and blood player, right? And was talking about how they are vehemently, I had to look at that word again, vehemently, I had to write it down somewhere. It's on my phone. Against online clients, right? And that's great. Flesh and Blood, by the way, is not free of criticism by a long shot, okay, and not plagued with its own problems. But they've got a great tournament scene. And then the other one was going into talking about everything from player bases not wanting to get off their couch to people basically scalping, etc. And I was gonna send a novel back, as you guys know I do. I always respond to all these comments, right? But anyways, I said, hey, you know what? I will put this one in a video. So my thoughts and feelings on the Riftbound situation and just TCGs and online clients moving forward. And I would also love to hear what you guys got to say. So I am an opinionated person. However, I like to base my opinion on objective empirical data when possible. I don't argue your facts to my opinions. That's not how I get down. And I'm not going to waste my time arguing my facts to your opinions either, right? In this situation, I understand that we are basically arriving at a difference of opinions, and that's okay. I don't believe I'm going to change these individuals' minds and other like-minded individuals that games should have an online client, and they're basically not going to change mine. The reason being is because while you are saying that, you know, oh, this game is surviving without it, that game's surviving without it, XYZ, cool. The big three and TCG, okay? I was not able to find metrics that would support who has the largest competitive scene and first, second, and third, etc. But empirical data does suggest that Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Are the big three, right? But One Piece is right there as well, okay? And One Piece is continually growing. And the thing about these four is that they all coincidentally, for my opinion and argument in this conversation, they all have an online client. Very successful online clients. Actually, Pokemon didn't have so much of a successful online client, and now it's basically you just pay. You can't even pay to play. It's all free, and it has done nothing to hurt their sales and scalping, which is something else we'll get into. And One Piece, for that matter, my entire channel and getting back into the degenerate cardboard fiending is all based on, has all been on the back of my Batsu's fan-made, fully automated app that I can play on my PC, I can play on my phone, okay? Which is crazy, okay? It's for free. And yet I went from somebody who was in the chair, not wanting to do anything but play fighting games, to getting out there, spending hundreds of dollars at a time on decks that I won't even play. Because guess what? You can only play one at a time, right? Just like real life decks. Anyways, So yeah, I went from here to there. Now, how did I cross over? Here lie here and there lies my argument is that I was able to have the game put in my hands and then fall in love with the game. It started when I played one game with my wife's best friend's now husband, Ben. One of the reasons why I called this channel Three Piece, because I thought it was going to be me, him, and George, and then I'm the only one doing anything with it. Everybody else living their lives. So three is now, I guess, because I'm James the Third. But anyhow, so he played a game with me. He said, "Have you played One Piece? Never played it. I'll give it a shot." Right? He put the Katakuri deck in my hands back in OPO3, and he played against me with Navy, and probably let me win. I don't know, but it was glorious to hold these yellow shiny cards in my hand. Where do these come from? I don't know. To hold these yellow shiny cards in my hand reminded me of back when I used to collect Pokemon or Marvel Versus, the VS system. I loved it. Okay, I really did like card games, and I was still playing a bunch of card games on my phone at that time. Well, then he tells me, "Yeah, well, there's an app you can get and you can practice, and it's free." And I said, "What?" So I go down, I go home. I download it on my laptop. Then I realize it's also available for mobile. Takes a little maneuvering, but you get it done. I downloaded it on the mobile, and I kid you not, that cured my OCD, at least the negative habits and traits and etc. of my OCD, because that's what I became consumed with. Why? Because the game was actually really good. Okay. So then I went from being somebody who could literally play the game for free, which is coming from that scarcity mindset I'm always telling you guys about. You never want to come from. If your main player base is already gamers sitting on chairs, how are you going to get them to drive to their nearest LGS to engage with the community? I'll tell you how, is Arzin. You give them the game, you let them fall in love with the game, and then you tell them you can go play that game for real down the street, right? Now, back in that day, I was driving 45 minutes 1 to 2 times a week just to play One Piece, all right? Getting fucking bopped, getting a little bit better, and then it clicked and I took the fuck off, right? And then eventually my local LGS got enough product and started running tournaments, and that's when I met Big Beard Pirates, and we've been boys ever since. You know what I'm saying? And again, you get out there, you play, you make some friends, and that's your third place. That's what I'm fostering online here with you guys and in the Discord. Join the Discord if you haven't. So that's how you do it. Now, this other thing that he's and here's another thing too, I'll tell you. This whole notion of like they're sitting on their chairs, they're just gonna play it at home, they're just gonna this, that, and the third. Yeah, those kinds of people are not going to leave their house to compete for an opportunity to buy your highly scalped, highly overpriced, way over MSRP, overhyped, underprinted product. Whether you're Magic, Pokemon, Riot, no matter what, those aren't the people that are going to leave their houses and drive 20, 30 minutes, 10 if you're lucky, to their local LGS, meet a bunch of no, they're not going to do that either way. You've got to be crazed. You've got to be into the game already. You have got to have had a taste. That was me. I was hungry. I love the game. I bought me a deck. I went and spent hundreds of dollars, and I wanted to I wanted to play, munch. I wanted to eat, right? And that's how I found, my dog Surge and Rayvon and AJ, I'm always playing with, Carnage, everybody. That's how I met these guys, and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger as time goes on. Big shout out Loke. I could not go 1 week without playing my purple Luffy to one of his red Luffy or something red. But anyhow, that's how that starts. Those people are not your demographic. And everything about the LGS, because I was one of those people, is completely off-putting. You're telling me I can spend $60 and I can play a game with my friend and compete in some tournaments online, etc., for $60, or I can pay $300 to put a deck together, and then something gets banned, something gets this, something gets that. It falls out of meta. Every 3 months, I got to spend a couple more $100. Yeah, to those people, that's crazy. I was one of those people and I thought this was crazy. And now I am crazy and it all makes sense. Okay. So those were never your clientele, and they can only be won over like I was won over if they have the game in their hand to play. Okay, enough beating that dead horse. The other one was just talking about seen many games have a drought of players because people would rather go to release in hopes of pulling something crazy and then never selling it, then never coming back. Yeah, those are scalpers. Those are not actual players of any game. Especially the game they're buying, they don't love that game. If they actually love the game, they would actually be there playing it. That has nothing to do with the aforementioned online client, okay? Because again, the One Piece client is free. It's fan made free. It's updated, and it's fully automated, right? And one could argue that it's even more beneficial for me to it's more beneficial for me in the channel to never go to locals again and just stay home and spend those several hours online with building the channel. But I love playing the game. So yeah, the scalpers, they're never going to do anything anyways. Again, that's not your client. That's not your clientele. Your clientele is the would-be purchasers of something that they can fall in love with. If you can put it in their hands, this Pixelborn right here, what we're looking at, this is a free advertisement. This is free advertisement for Riot. Just like the other one is the same thing for One Piece, and so on and so forth. Some people choose to monetize it because they have the forethought to say, hey, you know what? We should really monetize this because we're going to make money here and we're going to make money there. And the people that were never going to go to a thing in tournament in real life will still make money off of them. Great. Magic, like not really Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh. You get what I'm saying? Some people got the mind to do it, and others are just like, yo, I want to print cardboard that people will slit each other's throat over. Great for you too. But yeah, so I just wanted to, I just wanted to, kind of give you guys my ideas. Where I'm coming from is not a place of I want this to fail or that to fail or these guys are the bad guys, those guys are the bad guys. It's just for the overall health of any TCG. I believe that online clients, automated online clients, put the game in somebody's hand. They make it convenient for them to play, for them to learn and play. And then it inspires them to either A, grab that cardboard and go play with some friends, or B, they don't like the game. In which case, you have, check this out, you have somebody that's disinterested in your game, and that's it. Versus somebody who goes and spends $200 to buy something scalped or get a hold of enough to build a deck, play the game, and they don't like it. And now you got somebody online talking about, yo, this game's trash. I spent all this money and I'm unhappy. You see what I'm saying? The people who are going to buy your game are going to buy your game. Now, as far as this whole flesh and blood talk about like, yo, it's the third most played and competitive scene. Yeah, I wasn't able to find any kind of metrics that supported whether this is the number one or who's got the biggest tournament scene. But I can tell you that we all know that the big three, Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh are the big three, right? But I know One Piece ain't struggling. I know One Piece tournaments are not struggling. 1,000-player plus tournaments sold out in a minute, especially if it's online. But either way, I mean, Bandai Card Fest, hell, a couple months ago, they had like 3 500-player pool pods. I couldn't get into one of them. And I was there the second it happened. And just, that's how it is. Them's were the breaks, okay? So as fruitful or great as I know, as Flesh and Blood's tournament scene may be, I know that it's not dwarfing these other ones that also have an online client. You see what I'm saying? So I don't believe it hurts. And I guess their argument is that you just don't need it. Cool. I still think it helps though. Anyways, I would like to hear what you guys got to say about that. And yeah, I think I've said all I got to say. I am really, I really do hope that Riot has some sort of plans for something in the future, at least a training app that is as good as Gundam's, because Gundam's training app gives you access to 4 starter decks. Okay, you can mix and match colors and you can mix and match your opponents as well, right? And you can pick which opponent, and you can play in an automated fashion, and it's good. And the thing about the automated fashion is it teaches you how the game is played, what to expect. It's the training wheels. It's the training wheels, so that when I go to a tournament, I know what's what. One of the points that they made was, oh, well, if the game is wrong, if the client's wrong, then you go in real life and it's a misunderstanding. Look, dog, going to locals, I'm sorry, but if you're a competitive card player, locals is dope. Locals is fun. Locals can be very competitive, spirited, but it's locals. You got somebody that's new, and they're not the kind of new that says, hey, I'm new, and they try to do sneaky shit, and then you call them on it. Oh, I'm new. And not that kind of new. I mean, like, hey, this does this. Oh, I always thought this card meant that. I had somebody who did what was it? It was the knife from Croc, the sand card. Anyways, you look at the top three and you put them at the top or bottom. Now, this guy was a lawyer I was playing against at a tournament, and box tournament, and he thought that you could choose, like put one on top and two at the bottom because of the way he chose to interpret the card. And guess what? Did that derail the whole tournament? No. We just calmly explained to him they gotta go on the top or the bottom, and there is no up here and down below. That's not how we do. And then it was solved. So it's like what I'm hearing is like a lot of arguments, in my opinion, that are rooted in nothing but opinion and no empirical data, no nothing. The biggest games all have online clients. So stop telling me that it's better to not have an online client. And one of them, which is One Piece, which is outselling any other game other than Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm telling you, it's going to catch Yu-Gi-Oh! Before the rest for sure. But One Piece has a free one, and it's still big city hooping. So, like, insult something else other than my intelligence. Sorry. So that's how I feel about it. Now, and then, of course, when you factor Riot into all this, Riot had Runeterra. They blew Runeterra. I was watching, I believe his name was Margwar, Grappler. These are content creators for that channel. And I stopped watching them and stopped playing the game around the time they were saying it seems as if you build Yordles or you're building your deck wrong, right? That's how like poorly balanced it was. And you got to remember, that was a card game online where you would wake up and your card here, let's see, Ahri would be like, it was like 2 and 3, and it would be like, oh, well now it's 3 and 3, cause you can't do that once you get to printed cards. You can't do that. You can't make erratas every 2 weeks when you're at printed cards. Good luck with that one. So that's one of the reasons why people are a little apprehensive, is because they, basically allowed Runeterra, which was thought to be a competitive game, turn into a like PvE. Okay. And to this day, I have one personal close friend that plays Runeterra, and nobody else does. Shout out Josh. And yeah. So now they're using here comes this game. Now they got us playing this game. They want us to forget about the other game, even though it's all the same. It's literally all the same pictures. This is all the same. I would have really liked, personally, I would have really liked to see, completely new illustrations and what have you, if it's not the same game. But so now they're basically printing out these cards that have the same exact art style as the last ones, right? That's fine. That's cool. But, they're saying, hey, you guys aren't going to get to play this game until you spend some money on it. And that's just a lot to ask, because this first set is going to be, I would imagine, extremely hard to get a hold of because of high levels of scalping, etc., dog, etc. So, and then not to mention, there is that 0.01% of players who have been playing this game for months now already. Even for myself, somebody that I would consider to be, for a fireman who don't know how to read, I'm a pretty competent TCG player. I pick them up pretty fast, and I'm a pretty good pilot, I feel like. It's already going to be challenging enough to get good at this game and feel like you're good at a game when everywhere you go, there's going to be 2 or 3 people who are extremely into the game, have been playing it for months, and just destroying everybody. You know what I mean? You're putting it, as a company, you're putting it on those people to be your brand ambassadors. And if they're smug assholes that nobody likes, guess what? Nobody's going to play at that LGS. And when they go somewhere else and they're more sweaty, scummy people, yo, I'm telling you. So you want to be able to have your people armed, and you want them to be armed with knowledge and know how to play your game so that everybody is on as even a playing field as possible. But that I look over and we're at 20 minutes. I will conclude it there. Okay. I want to hear from what you guys got to say, and I'm very interested. In the meantime, we are going to run some Ahri games now. What I did was I went to, hey, I forgot to do the intro. kdesign.com, link in the description. 25%, 20, I forget. Use code 3-piece TCG and be surprised at what kind of percentage you get off. Screaming into space, it's 25. I remember now. Screaming into space is what you're hearing. And if you want to join that 3-piece Navy, dog, come on down, hit join, smashing the finger, popping, putting on that pressure, or big city hooping for the whole shebang. And shout out to the gang keeping this boat afloat. Love you guys from the bottom of my heart. We are going over to Piltover Archive, all right? And I said, you know what? They got a cat. I got a cat. We love cats. Presto, 5th place. Meta Weekly. All right. So I said, let's go ahead and tech deck this one, right? And we'll bring it over and see what it's like, okay? So we got Ahri. And when an enemy unit attacks a battlefield you control, give it -1 to a minimum of 1. So very defensive leader, champion, legend. Very defensive legend. And, of course, it's going to be met with some battlefields where, you know, when you hold here, draw 1. At the start of beginning phase, player 1 gains a point. Oh, that, whatever. Yeah, you know, look, couple little things. Okay, I'm just kind of going over the battlefields for the first time. But yeah, when you pair that with this champion unit, when I attack or defend, give an enemy unit here -2 power this turn to a minimum of 1. You are looking at a defense of -3 off the rip. So she becomes very hard to swing into. And I say swing into, but very hard to invade and conquer, I believe is the word. Showdown against. But yeah, so they work in tandem together. They're doing 6 and 6 on the runes. That's cool. I'm not going to argue with them there. And when you hold here, draw 1. We talked about that. You got the big fox and the horny lady. We've got at the start of each player's beginning phase, that player gains 1 point. So, yeah, I guess if you hold that, you get an extra point, I guess. The first time you choose a friendly unit with a spell here, each turn draw 1 card. Oh, and you know we got the spells. Now, Blitzcrank has been doing it. Am I only running 1 Ahri? I guess because we can grab them. Okay, that's a cool abuse of power. Anyways, Blitzcrank. Impassive. Tank. I must be assigned combat damage first. Okay, cool. Then when you play me to a battlefield, you may move an enemy unit here. Or 2 here. Whatever. When I hold, return me to my owner's hand. Cool. I'm sure that's going to come up. Again, this is something that we get to play. We get to figure out what it does because the game is going to do what it's supposed to. Now, real quick, one thing I wanted to point out about the Ahri thing is that while you minus people down, or excuse me, when you do damage to people, they still have the same amount of power. You have to actually minus them power to make them weaker. The 2 different things. This right here, I thought this was the coolest thing because I would deal damage to people, right? And then I thought, well, that's going to make it easier for me to conquer or defend. And it doesn't do anything because yes, I'm dealing 2 to a unit, but I'm not making them any weaker. So he would still be at a 5. He just has 2 damage. There you go. So he's too closer to being defeated. Anyhow, very interesting split between the 3 and 1. And no big Ahri. So we're going to go ahead and keep it moving. Charm, move an enemy unit here. Or move an enemy unit wherever you want. It's a great card. Defy, great card. For the cost of 1, you are able to counter a spell that's 4 or less, which is crazy. On guard, give a friendly unit +1, then additional +1. This turn, if it is the only unit you control there, that's pretty good. Clockwork, as you play me, you may pay as an additional cost. If you do, draw 1. That's cool. Discipline, great card. Cost 2, give somebody +2 and draw a card. Sometimes we just play for the draw. Shield, +1 when I'm a defender. Cool. And then, man, if they start getting Nasus, as I used to call him. Man, his name Nasus. I'm gonna call him Nasus. It's my channel. Tank, +1 when I'm a defender. And yeah, and they're tank, like I said. So these are all cards that are como se dice? Working with the legend. Then we go into, there's a green blue, the Foxfire. You can hide now for blank and to react later for 0. Kill any number of units at a battlefield with a total might 4 or less. That's pretty cool. And then Stupefy is great. Another draw card. This is the one that we really play, just a draw card if you must, because the other one costs 2. This costs 1. Raven Bloom, when you play a spell, this one's gonna get buff. This one's going to give you a sprite with temporary, and it's going to be ready. So basically, it's a unit that has rush. And then after that, you have another one, 3 cost body. We got my man Riptide Rex. Man, he's just in the perpetual state of pushing up. But when you play me, deal 6 to an enemy unit at a battlefield. That's pretty nuts. And then Thousand-Tailed Fox. I really like this art. I've always liked this art. When you play me, give enemy units -3 this turn to a minimum of 1. And so yeah, this is the deck we're gonna be playing. I'm gonna see if I can get us a few games, and hopefully the game isn't shut down in the middle of us doing it. All right. Let's get into it. Smash this out. That didn't take long. Okay, I'm going second. This is the champion I'm going to confirm. And that's why I was like, hey, you know what? That's smart, because you get to always pick your champion anyway. Or, hold your champion anyways. This is at 5. Okay, I'm going to go from 3 to 5. I can play this turn 1. I can play this turn 1. I mean, I guess we'll do it. Yeah, we'll go. We'll keep. I'm gonna get rid of that one. See what else I can get. I drew a land. Okay, that's looking better. Okay, at the start of each player's beginning phase, that player gains 1 point. It's the first one though, right? At the start of each player's first. Okay, so we're just accelerating the and whether their spells and abilities there do 1 bonus damage. They like to sling spells. Okay, so they've got nothing there. If we play this out, it could get bopped, I think, for 4 energy. So I will, let's see. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and play it. Let's see what they got for us. And I'm a noob, right? I'm a noob. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm having fun. They very well could pop it. We'll see what they want to do, though. We're definitely going to move here first. They got 4 active sexually. And that's the Kaisa that costs 4. They can't pay anything extra to move it there, though. I'm sorry, what? Oh, what? How did that happen? Okay. Okay. So now, what do we got here? Kill any number of units at a battlefield with a total of 4 or might. Yeah, okay, so let's go ahead and play these out. See what happens there. We're going to go ahead and move to here. Confirm. See what they want to do. We've got this to protect us. Okay. Now, I would like to go ahead and hide here. Oh, you can only do it here? That's fine. We'll do it again. Learning because it really is crazy. Okay, and we pass it back. Yeah, I wanna keep something up for this because I really do want to have I really do want to be able to defy. I almost guarantee if they have a spell, they're definitely some smoke if you got them right now. Okay, my guy's gonna be coming for our ass. Probably. Okay. Now that is the second card they play, so Darius will be able to get basically rush and +2. Now this is going to, yeah, you can't do nothing to that. That's an ability. Let's see how froggish they're feeling because they're gonna go -2. Yeah, let's activate here. Okay. And then that's another one. I want to use that. Does that not work because he's... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. That's not going to work because... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. What do you mean? He's 4 or less. Kill him. Kill him. What the hell? What was that? What was that? Bullshit is what that was. That's weak. What was the point of playing that? That was trash. And where are my cards at? You know what? Cancel Pixelborn. Get it out of here. This game makes me upset now. This game makes me upset. Look at this. My whole defense squandered. What was that? And how can I look? I'm going to mute you for starters. What do I do? Limit FPS? Where can I see? History. There's no history. God bless. This came in 5th place? I guess it ran into no Kaisas? I'm not being a good ambassador for them right now. I can tell you that right now. Okay, so they've got all. Well, I say all. They got 3. They could do a little something, but we could still get rid of all that. We've got to stop them. Yeah. Spells and abilities. Yeah. And then the other thing I don't like about this game, personally, is that, like, I can't. Well, I could do this. I guess I could do this, right? This is one thing I could do. Boom. Okay. I could do that. And then, like, okay, just like pass response, right? And we'll see what they do. Yeah, kill that, please. Okay. All right, so we did that. Now, I could do this, I guess, right? I've got to kill something. I've got to kill something. Let's kill that. Right? Let's kill that. You don't got deny. Only I got deny. Let's see. Okay, let it go. Now I can go here. An enemy unit. If they didn't have anybody, when you play me to a battlefield, you may move an enemy unit here. When I hold, return me to my owner's hand. If they didn't have anybody there, or excuse me, any Dawn active, I would have definitely been wanting to, you know, do that. But how was I supposed to play it to a battlefield? That's what I want to know. That's weird. What? That don't make no sense. So now, what I'm looking to do next turn is play another one of these, which I would just have to hope that I get 2 of these to do. and then play this out. Bop that. There goes the game. Yes, there goes the game. Holy shit. That is the ball game? Yeah, because now all they have to do is okay, I guess they don't have any more champions. There shouldn't be anything they can do. Okay. And now they're gonna move him here? I don't understand what. I guess they're just setting it up so that I can't just kill that and win. Yeah, pass response. Yeah, I'm very much still in the place with this game where I do not understand what I must do to win. I feel as though no matter what, I lose. Let's see. I'm going to do this. Well, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. Let me just do this to see if I can... Yeah, let's do this and see if I can draw something good. No, yeah, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter because they're going to put something on here and then they win and I can't clear that out. Yeah. Huh. Let's see. Let me show you guys Misfortune. Let's see how bad we can lose with Misfortune. Okay. Promise my wife I wouldn't be longer than an hour. Let's see if my marriage can survive Riftbound. Now, with Misfortune, it's a different game. The Misfortune is all about ramping, getting to that super cheap card I was trying to tell you guys about last time. And that card, okay, yeah, grab Misfortune. Cool. I'll know it when I see it. I forget what it's called. The points. Okay, cool. That slows the game down. We like it. Right here, Dazzling Aura. Most broken McBroken card of the game. I could actually get rid of that one. And I get rid of that one too. We're going to play this one turn one. We want to find the other one, the other gear that we can help us ramp, and then we continue. That's good. That ramps is good. Okay, cool, not bad. So here we're just gonna mobilize, or nah, we'll mobilize for starters. Mobilize will help us so that we can do this and the other thing at the same time. Okay, so we're already ramped up, caught up to them. Essentially, we're only one behind them. Now we're there. We could play this out. I'm gonna go ahead and ramp 2 more. Oh, you know I love to ramp. You know, one thing about Misfortune, she's gonna help you get it up. And does have purple. Purple is obviously my favorite color, my last name. Orange is nobody but this one girl I used to date its favorite color, and that's weird. But anyhow. So there we are. We are at 7, going to 9 next turn. That would be turn 3, playing Dazzling Aura turn 3. Wait till you see what Dazzling Aura does. At the end of your turn, reveal cards from the top of your main deck until you reveal a unit, play it, ignoring its cost, and recycle the rest. That's Nucking Futz. What are they doing? Did they just get rid of a card? Here we are, baby. It's already that time. Now, this deck, Victor has been winning tournaments. So we hashtag do not feel sorry for anything about this deck. Let's see what happens. Boom. Right off the Rizap. Right off the Rizip. Play me to an occupied battlefield. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Probably the best card I could find on top deck. And they just got to eat it. Eat it, Sally. Give me 1, please. Thank you. Give a unit ganking this turn. It can move from battlefield to battlefield. Wait a minute. When you conquer here, look at the top 2 cards of your main deck. You need to put 1. Okay. So we're waiting on them. I'll tell you what. If I can move him here, then that would also... I wonder if ganking will give this guy the ability to move here, or he has to already be ready, I assume. We better not have a quit. I'm going to be pissed. Yeah, I'll put that, and then that's going to be the next card I draw with that. Perfect. Did we already win the game? I'm not sure. We'll have to find out. This is also going to be crazy, because if they play something here, then we play that. I do feel like orange is the busted color, okay? Unless, yes, they give that to us. They were in a spot where if they played something here and then I played this here, I would literally be able to play this too here. I mean, come on, guys. Y'all seeing that? And this was something that had me worried about. Ooh, no, we're going to get... It's not fun when they do it to us. We're going first, confirmed champion. This is something that I was concerned about for the game's health, is seeing how proficient orange was at dick riding. We don't want this in our opening hand. We don't want that. Yeah, I mean, we can't pick anymore. Yeah. So we're putting those 2 back. We're hoping to find some ramp. We need some ramp. That's not ramp. That's not ramp. That's ramp. So we're going to go ahead and do this. If we can get that trinket, that would be dope. Or whatever that gear is. That would be dope. But now, here's a turn where we're not ramping. They are ramping. How are they? Am I going second? I forget. Sometimes people just do whatever the hell they want on this game. Okay, so they're at 8. Okay, they ramp. They're at 9. Okay, they're looking for the top. Now, they're no doubt looking for their... is it Blazing Aura, I believe? No doubt looking for the Blazing Aura. Kinderlight, if you want to sponsor a fireman who plays cards and appreciates your no sucralose, no yellow 6, no blue 1 or red 40, I'm your guy. I'm your guy. And okay. Now let's see. What do we got here? What does this do? First time moved each turn, blah, 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 blah. This, however, they reveal their hand, choose a card from it, and they discard that card. Oh, yeah. Let me see what you got in those 3 cards you got. Oh, we hardly knew ya. Blazing Aura, was that what it was called? Oh, yeah. And we just might win the game again. You only got like 3 of those max. Now, that's what we want. That's what we want. We want this guy. If we get this treasure trove, big city hooping. Actually, well, no, because this kind of set us back. But we needed to play it. In my opinion, we needed to play it. So they got to ramp 1. Who cares? Oh, do you draw 1? You also draw 1. Leaves the board, draw 1, channel 1, rune exhausted. Final warning, hands are tied. Okay, cool. So it kind of replaces itself. They're looking for that Blazing Aura so bad. If we top deck Blazing Aura, confound it. I was really hoping we would top deck it. Return another. Nah. Now what we can do here, they have... Huh. We've got 9. We've got 9. Let's start out by playing this. Wait. Choose a friendly unit, enemy unit. They deal damage equal to their mites to each other. Yes. And yes. Let's see what happens. What you got for me, baby? Nothing. Not a dang thing. Perfect. Perfect. Now we will... What do we get from here? Start each player's beginning phase. Channels 1 rune. Increase the points. Okay. So, we'll go ahead and do this. We'll go ahead and move here. Confirm. Put a big body there. What's this? Move a unit to a battle from a... Move a unit from a battlefield to its base. Can we play it hidden? We'll play it hidden. Can't play it hidden? Forget about it. Fast response. They're like, ooh, what do we got? What do we got? Nothing. You ain't got nothing. All right, now I'm gonna do this, and we're actually gonna pay. We're actually gonna pay, and we're gonna go ahead and get this out there as well, and we're just gonna run it up, baby. Wait. First time I move each turn, you may ready something else that is exhausted. Cool. I want to know why I'm not healed yet, but I guess a showdown hasn't taken place. So they've got 3. They're gonna figure out what they want to do with their life. They move it back. Okay, cool. And with that, I guess I will end my turn. Can I play this hidden? I cannot. I can play it hidden. I'm at 6 runes. Never mind. Well, yeah. No. Well, yeah. I'll go ahead and play it. Why not? Confirm. And we'll just play it here. And now you can't even get it back. Okay, so they got all 12. I think 12 is maxed out. All right, they're gonna pull their misfortune again. How misfortunate. There she is. Okay. That's fine. I can play this there and this, that, and third. And now I can see, that's why I wanted to wait, because I could have played them to there. Come on. No bueno. Yeah, I got a little antsy in my pantsy, I guess. Okay, so they got 1. We're both basically waiting to top deck gold, essentially. I set myself back for Dawn, and that kind of sucks. But tis what it is. There we go. I can do this, right? Wait. Okay. Now I am at 7 total. When this unit leaves the board, draw 1, channel 1, right? So I'm going to use this right here. Bring that back to me. Fast response. This is going to allow me to ramp. And it's when it leaves the board, right? So I got to draw 1, and I get to do it again. I'm going to do it again with the same card. And I think that I will, actually. Yeah, right? Because we're at 8 right now. Might as well. I could actually play this out. I'm not going to play another card here anyways, right? Watch me do this. This is crazy. This is crazy. We're just doing it. Doing it, and doing it well. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. That's right. It's like what you did, but gooder. So I've got 2 more chances to grab something. I got 29 cards in my dick. They've seen 27 because they already played 2 of these. What's my guy gonna do? We about to get another forfeit? Am I about to go downstairs, watch a movie, and eat popcorn? Pass response, yes. Give me that card. Give it. So what we got? White tea Wednesdays too. What you guys think about it? I don't think it'll last too long. The way I eat, not gonna last too long. Come on, you know what it does. I think they quit. Did the server get shut down? There we go. Yep. And that's the ball game, folks. They were down to 2 cards. Next turn, we could play this out, pop something here, and then we could move. And we would be able to move that, pop that, and then do that, and we would have had it. So, misfortune, orange, for the win, baby. Well, there you have it, gang. I feel like I started off on Ahri, but we ended up with misfortune. Now, misfortune does the orange and purple, right? And I just want to talk about this list for a second. So here, they're doing this because they want to make us have to get 9 points, I believe, because normally they got to get 8. Yeah, they want us to have to do 9 because, you know, every bit counts, and we are planning to play the long game. We're here for a long time, not a good time. Obelisk of power. At the start of each player's first beginning phase, that player channels one rune, coup. And then when you conquer here, recycle one of your runes, coup. They only run one misfortune. That is a cool misfortune. That looks like a fortunate misfortune. But anyhow, you can ramp. Excuse me. You can pay to accelerate. It has ganking. You guys didn't get to see ganking too much, but what I would have been able to do at any point in time was rest my leader here, and she would have been able to give that big 7 the ability to go from one board or one battlefield to the other and squash something else that could have been like a 4, or you know what I mean, a 2 or something like that. So you really start bouncing, you start moving them units left and right, big units left and right. It always works out for you. Sabotage. Choose an opponent that reveal their hand. Choose a non-unit card from it. Recycle that card. Non-unit. You mean like? Where's it at? Last time we couldn't find it and we passed right over it. Dang, I know I passed over it again. Where's my card? Dang. Anyways, I was gonna say, you mean like all of a sudden Dazzling Aura? I was calling it Blazing Aura. Yes, we can get rid of Blazing Aura with that card. It is a gear card, not a unit card, and that is what helps you win the mirror. Challenge. You got to see that played. Really helped out. We were able to just, fight somebody with a bigger card. Mobilize. Big city ramp. Catalyst. Big city ramp. Carnivorous. A-hole. Play me. Choose an enemy unit at a battlefield. We deal damage equal to our mights to each other. These are cards you're getting to cheat out sooner and play them against weaker cards, right? Dead Bloom Predator. You guys already got to see that. I was able to be played to an able to be played to an occupied battlefield, which was great. And then it's crazy because opponents have to pay an extra rune of their choice to choose them with a spell or ability. That's tough. Is that a like SR or legendary or what? Oh, not that. Is this something special? They all have that at the bottom right. Yeah, I can't tell on these cards which is like super special or not. That's unfortunate. Oh, is it a dot? Okay, it's that little right here. Okay, that's what it is. There we are. Okay, that's okay. So cool. Anyways, and then we've got the creme de la Edgar. You must run 3. Run 5 if you're a pro. At the end of your turn, reveal cards from the top of your main deck until you reveal a unit. Play it, ignoring its cost, and recycle the rest. Yowza. This is how you win games. You ramp, you play this out, and then you just don't die. Okay, it's going to give you a free card each time, and these cards all have abilities. Great. Gust. Return a unit at a battlefield with 3 or less to its owner's hand. That's great for keeping the pressure on. And not allowing them to win the game early. Stack Dick. Look at the top 3 cards of your main deck. Put 1 to your hand. Recycle the rest. This is just there to help us find whatchamacallit. Which is why Dazzling Aura. Which is why I didn't use it, because I was like, I already had Dazzling Aura that game. Fight or Flight. I need to watch a video or something on how these hidden cards work, but hide now for blank to react later for 0. Move a unit from a battlefield to its base. So if you're trying to attack, you get scared away. Boo. Okay. I think this has got to be a common card. Kudos. That's my cat's name, but with an R. It means black in Japanese. Pack of Wanders. Return another. Now this is what you saw me doing. I was doing this and this. You got to have 3 and 3, dog. Because when this leaves the board, draw 1 and channel 1 rune exhausted. And we were literally doing that back to back to back. It was gnarly. Then Mind Splitter. Mind Splitter won us the game against the Mirror, because we were able to find their Dazzling Aura that they were planning on using and getting rid of it. And they can get rid of any card, which is knuckin' futz. And then Soul Gorger. Let's say at some point in time they actually get rid of one of your big bodies. Well, you play Soul Gorger. You may play a unit from your trash, ignoring its energy cost. You may still play its power cost. Oh, I guess it's talking about this up there. Anyhow, nothing's unbeatable, but I do just feel like orange is broken. Another deck I felt like is broken was Set, because Set, you know, another thing that I think it's yellow if I'm not mistaken, but another because Set is ramping and buffing, and that is nuts. When you're ramping and that's just too damn much. Let me see if I can find who else was over here ramping and buffing, dude. What's Lee Sin? Is Lee Sin yellow and orange? It's green and orange. Okay, but Lee Sin is also buffing. Kaisa's will cry. I know that was right. I know that's right. Double clicking on that just for that. So they're buffing. I like this one because it's got Lady Gaga in it. But anyways, oh, okay, right here it says rare, epic. We got any legendaries? I'm assuming this. Epic, common. Huh. Well, what's okay? Rare, uncommon, common. Oh, okay. So epic is the highest. Okay, cool. So this is your first edition holographic Charizard. But anyways, yeah, they're buffing and they're moving. I think everything that I've played against is incredible. Orange, except my man Yasao is purple and green, which I want to check that out. And they're big city hooping without all that, because they're able to move people from left to right, get them out of here. This guy right here is busted. Can we get a bigger one? Oh, well, ganking. I can move from battlefield to battlefield. If I have moved twice this turn, I take no damage. So if you were to play him here to 1 and he successfully defends, great, or conquers, whatever, great, and then you use an ability, I think it's Yasuo's ability. Move a friendly unit from your base. So you use him, you move homeboy from friendly unit to your base, or friendly unit from your, what? Move friendly unit to or from your base. Okay, so how you do it, how they were doing it was they would move him from their base to a battlefield, right? Then, because they were still ready, they would move from one place to the other, take no damage, and score a point. And you're swinging 6. So, I mean, like, that's those small potatoes. So, anyhow, these are just decks to take a look at. I've been enjoying the game, but I haven't been enjoying it as much as I could have because it's not on my phone. And, you know, I'm playing a lot of different stuff right now. I'm doing a lot of different things right now. But that's gonna be it for our Riftbound thing today. If you are a member of that 3-piece Navy, do download Tabletop Simulator and mess around with it with your boy. And, you know, in the future, we'll be doing some videos on Riftbound as well. We'll be playing and stuff. You know what I mean? I think the tournaments are going to be fun, and they're even putting money in them. You know what I mean? So we can't let these guys just get free money. You know, we're pirates over here. We're pirates. One Piece, OPTCG, One Piece TCG. We pirates, and we after all that booty, baby. Oh, we after the booty. But anyways, so I'm still learning myself. If you have any like critiques or like, you know, hey, you should do this, or hey, you should check this or that out, do drop that in the comments. If you are looking to grow the scene, let's grow it together. I've been having a great time. After this, we'll probably be on Tabletop Simulator, so it'll be kind of like the Gundam video. Anyhow, this has been Morado Music with 3-piece TCG. Big Pirates TCG. Smash the like button, finger pop that subscribe, turn on the bell, go down in the comments. Let me know what am I doing right, what am I doing wrong, what would you be doing differently. It's about to be an hour. I gotta get off. Peace. Love yourself.
Stuck up in it, stuck in it. I'm stuck in the game, fucking it up with the gang. For the love of the money and fame, I can tell I never could change. I said I'm stuck in the game, fucking it up with the gang. For the love of the money and fame, I can tell I never could change.